Hello everyone, welcome to our podcast. He is.
Yeah, my name is Steven. Nice to meet you. I'm from Estados Unidos. I'm a missionary here in Altentaki.
He is.
Hello, I am Francisco Soria.
And I am Martin. The host the podcast.
Okay.
Before we start, we want to say sorry if we do something mistake. Our English is medium. If we do any bad in English.
Okay. Thank you for understand. Today we are going to talk about the Christmas. The Christmas is in 2 weeks because the one question is we are here with how are you? How are you?
Just in general, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm doing pretty well. Today was a good day, and the weather here in Ecuador is a lot better than the weather in Estados Unidos. They have a lot of snow, and just last night, my parents got like 8 inches. I don't know how many centimeters, but they got 8 inches of snow. So everybody in Estados Unidos doesn't have school, doesn't have work because of all the snow. So
It's different orients, different hours.
different hours.
Different time.
It's the same time zone as in New Jersey, where I'm from. United States is a very big country, but the time zone in New Jersey, where I'm from, is the same as the time zone in Ecuador.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice, Steve. We are so happy to have you here. Let's start with some questions.
Okay. What's your Christmas mean to you?
Christmas to me,
Yeah.
well, the name Christmas means Christ Mass, and so obviously the reason for Christmas is because of the birth of Jesus Christ. That's the historical reason we celebrate the holiday. The reason that people give gifts and celebrate today is because of the one big gift that we've had, which is God gifting His Son to the world. And so why we give gifts to our kids and why we celebrate this day is because of the gift that God has given us in the gift of His Son, Jesus Christ. So that's what Christmas means to me.
Is most important Jesus Christ in your life?
Absolutely, yeah. I would say, for me personally, if you think about why we're here, what are we living for? What's the purpose of your life? What are your goals in life? About good and evil in the world, like all the big questions of the world. When you think about them, it inevitably gets to an understanding of, is there a higher power? Is there a God? And if there is a God, has He communicated Himself to us? And me personally, working through those, I do believe that God exists, and I do believe He has communicated Himself to us. And if He has done those things, of course that would be the most important thing in the world. So for me, thinking about it, yes, the answer to that question is the most important thing, for sure.
Okay. It's your turn.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
your turn.
Thank you. Second questions.
Sure.
Who are you going to spend Christmas with?
Yeah, there's probably two answers to that question. I want to spend Christmas with our family. In the United States, we have a tradition where we all get together as family. Obviously, I'm sure that's similar in Ecuador, where everybody comes together and we have a big celebration on Christmas. Well, in Ecuador, we don't have our family. Like, my parents are still in the United States, my siblings, my brothers and sisters, my cousins. And so we just have our family, just my wife and our kids. And so what I want to do for this holiday season is to create our own traditions, you know, our family, for our own self, start our own kind of culture for our family to create a unit where we can celebrate Christmas together, and that my kids understand what Christmas is. And so it's going to be a little different than how we celebrated it before in the United States, because we're not in the United States, and so it's going to be our first Christmas ever in Ecuador. It's going to be a different experience. But not only that, but we're looking to try to share that experience with the Ecuadorian people. You know, we want to understand how Ecuadorians celebrate Christmas, and we want to learn the traditions and the culture of people like you and how you celebrate it, so that we can learn, and we want to participate in that because we are in Ecuador, so we want to celebrate like Ecuadorians. So it's kind of like both things at the same time. We're going to try to celebrate it like we did, but make it our own as a family, but we also want to celebrate in the culture and in the country that we're living in now. So
Is most different the traditions? Is most different the you live in United States or different you live in Ecuador?
I'm not sure that the Christmas here in Ecuador, we've never celebrated it before. This is our first Christmas here. So I don't know how different the traditions are. But I see like the lights outside, people hang lights outside, and they have like a Christmas tree. So
Yes.
we got a Christmas tree here in Ecuador. So those traditions are similar. And giving gifts, I'm sure, is similar. So I think I think it's similar, but of course there's probably some differences too.
What's the most difference?
The most different, I would say the
Islam.
for me is the temperatura, the temperature. we're used to cold and snow and having to put up, you know, like your jacket and your
Okay.
gloves in here. But here I'm sweating
It's
and it's the sunny, yeah. So I think that's the most different for me. I'm not used to celebrating Christmas and getting sunburned.
Okay. The next question, another good question is, what has been the worst Christmas for you?
The worst Christmas for me?
Worst.
The worst Christmas for me? Let me think about that. Maybe the worst Christmas for me was... Oh, I remember. Okay, so when I was a kid, I think I was maybe 12 or 13, and we had a Christmas morning, and I remember that I was only focused on the presents that I was going to get. And when I opened the presents, I had asked for a couple different things, and when I opened the presents, I didn't get what I wanted. Or what I'd asked for, and I was very upset. I was very maybe angry. I was maybe 12 years old or so. And so for me, looking back, I think that was the worst Christmas for me because in my heart, I didn't know in my heart the real reason why we were celebrating Christmas. I thought it was about me. I thought it was about getting gifts. But looking back at it, I think that was really bad because I had not fully understood the true meaning of Christmas, which is what I said earlier, which is it's not about getting stuff, it's about giving, and obviously about what God gave us. And that's the spirit of Christmas is we should be giving to each other the way that God gave of himself to us. So I would say that's the worst Christmas, is when I really didn't understand that, and I made it all about me.
Okay. Best Christmas? Best Christmas?
Best Christmas. Yeah, I would kind of say the mirror of that. Every Christmas, after I went through those questions and I decided that Jesus was the most important thing in my life, I think all the Christmases after that, I truly recognized the importance of it. I truly recognized in my heart the meaning of Christmas. And every Christmas after that, I've tried to live that out with my life, with my family. And so every Christmas after that, I feel like I've had the right mindset and the right heart attitude about exactly. And so every Christmas since I accepted Christ and I became saved, I would say those have been good Christmases.
Okay.
Okay, the fourth question. What do you usually do in Christmas?
What do I usually do? Well, normally as a family, traditions back in the United States, we go to a Christmas tree farm, which is a farm which has just like thousands of Christmas trees, and we all walk through until we all agree on a special tree that we all like, and then we'll cut it down and we'll bring it home. We'll put it on the top of our car and we'll drive back home, and then we'll set it up. We'll put lights on it. We'll put ornaments on it and little decorations. And then sometimes my wife's family, I've done this with her. Another tradition that we do for Christmas is we all go around to our neighbors' houses and we knock on the door, and when they open, we sing Christmas songs. And like caroling is what it's called in English. And so we will go caroling. So those are two big traditions that we have.
Okay. On the last question is simple for resolution. sentence of prayer. What lesson about Christmas would you like to share with us?
Say that again. What about Christmas?
Uh,
What lesson?
let's
Lesson about Christmas would I like to share with people?
share the podcast.
Yeah, I would say it's probably similar to the things I said before. For me, the lesson about Christmas is truly just look at, don't just celebrate Christmas because it's something that you do, because it's something your family does, or because it's a tradition or a cultural thing. But I would say look at the reason for Christmas. Why did Christmas even start? Why do we have this holiday? And when you look at the reason for Christmas, you read in the Bible, in the Gospel of Luke, it says the reason. It says because an angel, Gabriel, appeared to a girl named Mary and said that you are blessed and that you are going to be carrying a Savior and you're going to call his name Jesus, Emmanuel. And she said, how is this possible? Because I've never been with a man. And he said that the Holy Spirit is going to immaculately allow you to conceive this child in your belly. And so that story in a nutshell is the reason for Christmas. Christmas, once again. So the lesson that I would take from Christmas is to look at the reason we celebrate these holidays. And I think, at least for me in my life, it's pointed me to the real reason why Christmas exists.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a previous question.
Mhm.
In it, what is the dinner Christmas is a common tradition in the dinner in Christmas?
The dinner?
Yeah.
Common Christmas
Okay.
dinner. Yeah, there's I guess every family might do it a little differently. And Ecuador might be a little different than in America and the United
Yes.
States. But for us, our family, we typically have mashed potatoes, papas, that's big. And we'll normally have, it'll be a big, everybody will bring something, we'll have a big family party, and so you'll bring something, I'll bring something,
Okay.
and so everybody brings a box. So you have a lot of different dishes, and a lot of different desserts, a lot of different cakes and pies and cookies and stuff like that. And so there's a lot of food, and a lot of joy, a lot of happiness, and a lot of family. So that's usually how our dinners go. Yeah.
Okay, and all we need, remember that the Christmas is not the presents and gifts, but the Christmas is about love and joy with our family. Thank you for your questions and for sharing your space with us.
You're welcome.
It will be nice to hear open too. Thank you for listening to our podcast and participating in our podcast.
You're very welcome. Thank you for having me.
Okay. Merry Christmas to everyone. Thank you.
Merry Christmas.
Goodbye.
Thank you, student.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Listo?
Sí. Salió.
How did we do? Bueno? Mala?
No, muy bien.
Okay.
No, muy bien.
Excuse me.